We've recently seen people traveling through universes and meeting parallel versions of themselves, and it won't be long before we see them clash with each other. Today, we delve into another electrifying clash between two iconic figures from the Marvel Universe. Loki, the god of mischief, and Wolverine, the ferocious mutant with adamantium claws. Get ready for a battle that transcends realms and defies expectations. So welcome back, our fellow Marvel fans, to another Hero Nation special where we travel through the dimensions of heroics and bravery. The perfect place where you'll witness all your heroes in unprecedented scenarios and situations. The universes have collided and strange faces have started appearing out of nowhere. There is word of mutants and gods clashing in the skies and on Earth. Terrible times these are, and things are worsening as we speak. Word has it that the most fierce mutant is to go head-to-head with the god of mischief. These contenders are none other than the famous Wolverine and Loki. Wolverine, the mutant with the adamantium claws, is the face of the X-Men, and one of the strongest mutants ever seen. He is a relentless warrior with a savage fighting style honed over centuries of combat against all kinds of enemies. He possesses an unbreakable skeleton and sharp adamantium claws protruding through his fists that can slice through virtually anything. While it may be a really cool weapon, it's sometimes a nuisance for him. But let's not forget the flawless healing factor that allows him to endure injuries that would normally cripple you and me. Wolverine, aka Logan, is a fan favorite, but beneath his tough exterior lies a complex character grappling with his own mortality and traumas. This has made him one of the craziest mutants on screen. While Wolverine has his battle face ready, let's not forget he'll be facing a god. Yes, Loki is the Norse god of mischief, who's been the face behind most of the chaos in the universe. This Asgardian is as cunning as one can get and has powers of shapeshifting, illusion casting, and manipulation of magic. With his strategic brilliance and mastery of sorcery, he often relies on manipulation and trickery to achieve his goals. His illusions can deceive even the most astute adversaries, making him a formidable opponent in any battle. Knowing the state the universe currently is in, one can't go wrong that Loki is probably behind this chaos that has brought the hero mutant to face him. This encounter ignites a clash of ideologies and abilities that shakes the very foundation of reality. Who will prevail? Will it be the claws penetrating Loki's chest, or will Logan spiral into his madness? So, Hero Nation fans, time for us to go into the ring and see who prevails. If you want to see more action-packed content, then hit the subscribe button and bell icon. First off, we have the notorious psychological warfare. Loki, the god of mischief, is a mastermind at mind control and brainwashing enemies. He used these tricks many times over the millennia, changing circumstances to support him. On the other hand, Wolverine is an alloy of mixed emotions and traumas. His mental state is a complex and intriguing factor that has been made susceptible to exploitation due to trauma over the centuries. If Loki tries to use his brainwashing powers on him, one can expect him to start mimicking a monkey. But is that really so? Despite his traumatic mental state, he still has a sense of duty and has been shaped into a resilient and hardened individual. But despite all this, the round would go in favor of Loki as the strongest of heroes have fallen into his traps. But let's suppose Loki's mind tricks did fail and the battle escalates. Wolverine is charging in on him with his claws out, and Loki is forced to get out of his comfort zone. Who will prevail now? Before we jump to conclusions, let's analyze the two, shall we? While Loki isn't popular for his physical prowess, he's often seen resorting to his mystical energy blasts, which he unleashes at his contenders. These blasts will distort and disorient Wolverine, but his healing powers won't let him die, and the battle will continue. Wolverine's berserk fighting style and sharp claws can best any fighter out there, and it will definitely give Loki's swordsmanship a tough time, until he slowly slices through and lands devastating blows on Loki. And so, in hand-to-hand combat, you'll find Wolverine roaring over Loki's body. But when Loki is deprived of everything, you still can't deprive him of his magic, and his magic is something the mutant hasn't faced. Loki is the god of mischief, and his magic has allowed him to surpass many. He is often seen using illusions and trickery that will leave the opponent confused, and the same when employed with Wolverine will definitely have him dazed. but it's not like Wolverine to be easily fooled. With his sharp instincts, he would be able to go past the illusions, but he won't be able to fight the powerful magic. And so, once again, the round goes in Loki's favor. What makes this clash truly fascinating is the contrast in fighting styles and abilities. While Wolverine relies on his brute strength and primal instincts, Loki employs strategy and deception to gain the upper hand. It's a battle of brawn versus brains, with neither combatant willing to back down. But it won't end here. On the ground and in war, your speed and agility will decide whether your head will remain with your torso or it being blown off. Well, our mutant hero will easily outrun the god due to his unnatural super strength and agility. If you've watched the X-Men, then you know that Logan is pretty quick on his feet and will reach Loki in no time. But does Logan have the strength to face off with a god? Well, I regret to inform you that Loki can crush Logan to a pulp. Logan is a mutant of Class 4 strength that can lift 25 tons of weight. And not just that, he's in the lower half of that class, while Loki dominates with the power to lift 50 tons. He might not look like it, but he's a beast. Wolverine is being dominated by Loki, but will it remain like this? Let's find out. A fighter is as good as his weapon, but when it comes to comparing the weapons possessed by the two, it's a tough fight. Logan, notorious for his adamantium claws, can slice through the toughest of steels. These claws have made him a great weapon, but will they be on par with Loki's arsenal? He carries with him certain mystical empowered objects or substances that expand his magical powers. Though his arsenal might have many weapons, his favorite are the scepter and Levatian. The scepter is used to lead and command people and objects, making it formidable for any enemy, while the Levatian is his ancestral sword that can swing through anything and reach Loki whenever he wants to. It's basically Loki's version of Thor's hammer. And so, even if Wolverine's claws slice through all of the illusions, he won't be able to go past the sword. Things aren't looking good for our mutant human. And now, last but not least, we have the most important aspect of war, which is skills and battlefield experience, and you all know who's lived a longer time and experienced more. Wolverine has been around since the 19th century and could be around 250 years old. He's been trained in all forms of combat and has been on battlefields for centuries, grasping a good knowledge of it all. His time on the field has honed his skills and experience. But comparing that to an actual god who's been around for well over 1,000 years, Wolverine is nothing but a baby in the eyes of Loki, and he can easily beat him in battle. This shows the vast gap between the two contenders. And there you have it, folks. The epic showdown between Loki and Wolverine is a testament to the enduring legacy of these iconic characters. Whether through cunning manipulation or brute force, they are sure to deliver a thrilling fight. And with all these aspects, I think it's safe to say that we've concluded that when these two Hall of Gamers meet in the ring, the god of mischief will be the one standing on top. As we draw this chapter to a close, we'd like to ask for your support. If you've enjoyed our exploration into the most wanted bout in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us create more content that you love. Now, we want to hear from you. Who do you think will be the victor in this hypothetical situation, knowing all the challenges? And who would you like us to feature next? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we can't wait to continue this amazing journey with you.